RSVP has been around since the beginning of the school year. They have already made many changes. Some of the next things on their list to tackle are Blitz Days and Food Truck Fridays.
Well, I think Blitz Days are something that we've done for a while, and when we first started them, kids were really excited about them. But they've just gotten kind of stagnant over the years. They're based off of our ICU program that we use. But they're also really kind of to have the students that, can meet all their goals and do everything they're supposed to kind of get a breather for a little bit. And I think it's really important to listen to students when we think about what we want to do on a Blitz Day, which is what RSVP discovered when they did their summits, is that students were kind of over Blitz Days. We have terrible attendance on Blitz Days, and we want to try to do things that get more students a little more excited about them. The reason we even started looking at changing them is because Night Senate has been working so hard with RSVP. And the most important thing you can do in a high school is to listen to more students. So I think the hope is to continue to offer a variety of activities that get more students involved and encourage them to stay at school on Blitz Days instead of signing out.
RSVP added activities like cookie decoration, Christmas crafts, and opened the Civic Center for gym games and sports. One of their other goals is figuring out how to incorporate open lunch.
That is a huge one. I knew that would be the number one thing students want. People have wanted open lunches here forever. We have a 23-minute lunch shift. But I don't want to rob students of the joy of thinking about that because I know everyone wants it. So when we think about could 1,300 students push out into our community in a 23-minute time period, it becomes kind of a safety concern. We brainstormed as a group and just kind of decided that maybe if we did a food truck and just made it based on attendance, not grades, not discipline, but strictly attendance, because that is something everyone can accomplish. School can be hard sometimes. Maybe you can't have amazing grades, but you can be here. And so we want to base it on attendance and bring the fun to students.
In order to incentivize this and reward students with high attendance, admin decided to add a 90% attendance requirement to Food Truck Fridays. Dr. Lamont has ideas to make this affordable for all students.
We don't want to leave students out that would not be able to maybe leave and go get lunch, but sometimes food trucks will have a little bit more affordable items. We want to do some raffles for people with perfect attendance, so that way it doesn't really hold students back that, if you think about it, I don't like to eat lunch out every day. It really adds up pretty quickly. So we want to try to maybe add some things in there that help with students that don't just have a bunch of cash to drop on lunch. So.
In order to incorporate this and contact food trucks, RSVP is planning to push this out in February.
Contacted food trucks Bell on Wheels, the Farmhouse Bakery, Casey's Cookin', Grandma's Sugar Shack, the Rolling Dumpling Pot, and more. Hopefully they'll be here and students will be able to go out during their lunch shift and eat in the field house or outside, if it's not too cold, and purchase from these food trucks to eat their lunch.
Dr. Lamont hopes students understand that the reason for Blitz Days is to help them.
All of that really is just to support students because it's hard to keep up with stuff sometimes. So we like to build things into the day, and we were able to collect over 200 assignments on yesterday's Blitz Day and get about 100 students off our ICU list. But it is discouraging, and especially now that students are the one doing all the planning when they work so hard to plan something, and we have a mass exodus of students signing out because we're quote unquote not doing anything. It's just really disheartening. So I really encourage students and parents to support us in trying to do, we're here to learn and we're here to educate, but sometimes it's also nice to just take a break and do fun stuff with kids, and it would be awesome if they stay at school when we do that.
These changes have already increased attendance on Blitz Days slightly. Admin is hoping to increase this trend with Food Truck Fridays. This has been Libby Abel and Savannah Walker for BKTV.